Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video I'm just going to spend a little bit of time sharing with you the patterns that I picked up last week during the MCCALL'S, KnowMe, and Vogue sale. So I did not want this to go into the new year before showing you guys this, because you guys may want to pick these patterns up on the next sale. So what I picked up from the thumbnail is 1 new look pattern, 1 KnowMe pattern, 2 MCCALL patterns, and 8 Vogue pattern. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. But if you are new to the channel, welcome. Hello, Ciao, Guten, Aloha, Hola, Konnichiwa, Gwaan, Sabonani, Shalom, Bonjour. If you are returning, you guys know what to do. Go get you a quick drink, something to snack on, get everything that you need, and make sure you get your notebook, pen, paper, everything you need to take some notes, okay? So without further ado, to keep this short, sweet, to the point, but give you all the deets, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so like I mentioned, I picked up 1 new look pattern, 1 KnowMe pattern, and then 2 MCCALL patterns and 8 Vogue patterns. So I'm going to start with the new look pattern, then KnowMe, MCCALL'S, and then end with the Vogue patterns. All right. So the first pattern that I picked up is New Look 6651. And if you guys don't know, I did a complete sew along for this pattern, but I needed to pick up a fresh new copy because since making that pattern, I want a new fresh copy for 2 reasons. One is because I made that pattern in the sleeveless option back in like 2020, 2021. And of course your girl gained a little weight in the hip area. So we gonna have to make that again. Now I can use it as a duster, and my sister wants this pattern. So I'm gonna gift that dress to her and just make a new one. So that's why I picked this one up. It's New Look 6651. And when I make this pattern again, I want to make the one with the sleeves, which is view B. So that's what I plan on doing with this pattern. So once again, it's New Look 6651. Next pattern is Alyssa's pattern, which is KnowMe 2057. Now I had to take the one that I had previously back because I don't know what I was thinking, but I got the really smaller size that won't even fit over the tata. So, I mean, like, I wouldn't even be able to support it if I was going to do it because I can't even get it over the tata. So we went ahead and took that pattern back and picked up this one. It's KnowMe 2057, and I love this jacket. I wish I was able to participate when Sew Your View and Black Sewing Network did this in the month of October, I believe. Not October. Yeah, I think she was a part of October too, when they did kind of like the sew a coat using a KnowMe pattern. And I think that was October when they did Julian Creates, Handmade Millennial, which is Ella. And I believe Alyssa was part of that as well. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I wanted to do that then, but I didn't get around to it because I had all things Vintage Vember going on and some sickness going on at that time too. So yeah, I picked it up to make in 2024, but once again, it's 2057. Next pattern is 8380. I'm sorry, MCCALL'S 8380. It is a authentic vintage reproduction pattern. Now, I was looking for this pattern when I did Vintage Vember last week, and yes. If you guys have not seen already, I have announced the winner of Vintage Vember. You could definitely see that in the community tab. I announced it, and also on Instagram. There is an announcement. If you are the winner, go ahead and tag me. Instead of me telling you right here, I'm going to leave that for all the excitement. All right. But this is 8380 Raven Marine from Raven Marine. She did the sew along for this one. So you could definitely go over to the MCCALL'S pattern YouTube channel and see her sew along as well. But it's a vintage 1940s pattern. And in terms of notions, you only need a 9-inch zipper. That's it for this pattern. So super easy to sew for sure. Sew along attached to it, but it's MCCALL'S 8380. Next pattern, I don't know why I didn't pick this pattern up. I know why I didn't pick it up, because it wasn't in my store. That's why. It's in my store now. I went ahead and picked it up. It's MCCALL'S 8434. I actually like view B on this pattern, but I also like view C on the pattern as well. Now, Neff from the Corny Rainbow, she did the sew along for this pattern. Super duper cute. You definitely gonna need some knit fabrics for this one as well. It's an average to sew pattern. And yeah, there's also a girls pattern. If you wanna do it as a mommy and me, you could do that as well. But once again, it's MCCALL'S 8434. Now that I showed you the new look, the KnowMe and the MCCALL patterns, let's go ahead and get over to the 8 Vogue patterns. So the first pattern I picked up is Vogue 8884, which is a trench coat. Y'all, I've been looking for this pattern forever, and they had like 4 or 5 patterns in, patterns in my local Joann's. So instead of picking up one, I actually picked up 2, but I'm only going to show you one for this pattern. It's a trench coat, average to sew pattern. It is just basically semi-fitted, partially interfaced. It's lined for sure, have shoulder pads, optional of course, yoke, 2-piece sleeves, top stitching. So it has a lot going on for this one, but I definitely want it for a collection that I'm making in 2024. I think this would be a great addition to my wardrobe. But once again, it's Vogue 8884. Moving over to the next pattern, it's Vogue 9330. Now this pattern right here is a no notion pattern alert, okay? And if you do not remember, I actually posted this in one of my collection builder wardrobes. I'll put it up on the screen so you're able to see which one is in. And I did not have this pattern. So I have looked at the ones that I did not have that I showed you, and I have made a list. So when sales are on, you will see that I have grabbed the pattern from the different collections that I have told you. Now this pattern right here is a very easy Vogue sew. I love that collar, but once again, it's Vogue 9330. Moving over to the next pattern is Vogue 1642. Now this is another one that I mentioned in my, I actually mentioned this, I believe, in the No Notions pattern. If it wasn't the No Notion, I think it was either it was the elastic only pattern. I'll go ahead and put that video up on the screen as well as in the description box below. But I did I mentioned this pattern during the elastic only because the pants is what I love, that it's just elastic, no zippers or anything for the pants. Now, when it comes to the top that you see right here, you will need a zipper for that pullover top. And then you also need you need one for view A, but you also need a total of 3 zippers for view B because it has zippers on the side. You just really cannot see that from the front of the envelope. But if you look at the line art, you could definitely see that as well. But this is an easy to sew pattern. I love the pants. That's what I'm here for. But I also love the top. So yes, once again, it's Vogue 1642. Moving over to the next pattern is Vogue 1729. This pattern right here was mentioned in my special occasion video about sewing something for a special occasion like anniversary and any type of holiday party and stuff like that. This pattern was in there. I actually picked it up. I misplaced it, so I went ahead and picked it up again because, like I mentioned, I have a Jack and Jill black and white party coming up in January that I will be attending, so I need some pants for that. So I picked up Vogue 1729 for that pattern for sure. And to be honest, the only thing that you really need is double fold bias tape, 3 packs of that, and then you also need a 7-inch invisible zipper. Outside of that, that's all you need. But this is Vogue 1729. Next pattern is Vogue 1798, and this is an average to sew pattern for sure. This is also an elastic only pattern, and that you will put elastic on the sleeves to make that nice balloon style sleeve. I love this. This is basically like your muumuu dress, okay? Like just throw it on, throw on some sandals, throw on some flats or whatever in the summertime or the springtime. You would look very put together for this, okay? But it's Vogue 1798. This would be a great pattern to use in your lounge wear or work from home. I did a video about that already. I'll go ahead and drop that in the description box below as well as on the end screen, but it's Vogue 1798. Moving over to the next pattern is Vogue 1799. Another pattern to put on your loungewear or work from home wardrobe collection, okay? This pattern right here is also a no notion pattern. The only thing you need, which is optional, is satin ribbon. I mean, once again, it's optional. So that's why I'm calling this a no notion pattern alert. So go ahead, like I mentioned, write it down. If you've been keeping up with all the no notion patterns, if you missed that video, go back to that video linked in the description box below so you can write down all the patterns that you want that are no notion. Make sure you add this one to that no notion pattern list, which is Vogue 1799. All right. This is also great, like I just mentioned, for your loungewear or work from home wardrobe as well. If you are nursing or maternity, this would also be good for that as well as the last pattern that I just showed you, 1798, to get you a nice, well put together maternity or nursing. I know some of you have asked me about doing a maternity or nursing collection. It's coming in the new year. It's coming. I want to say January. You should have that. I've been looking into different things that you can wear. So yes, I will be putting that together for you. It's Vogue 1799. Moving over to the next pattern is Vogue 1811. I feel like this is a classic, sophisticated, really elegant button down. Well, it's not necessarily a button down shirt, but it is a placket, a half placket style top. I love what the model in view A is wearing, which is what prompted me to get this for sure. Now, the only thing that you need is 3 3/4 inch buttons or snaps. That's it. So it's very super easy. I have done a video showing you how to put in a half placket button up. It was, I believe, a Simplicity 9744, which I will go ahead and put it up on the screen. Also drop it in the description box below. So basically you could follow along with that sew along to do the placket as well as the collar detail as well. Before you ask me if I'm going to do a sew along for this one, I'm going to tell you, go to that video and it will help you with putting majority of the placket, the buttons, and the collar together. I feel like that would help you do this pattern if you are looking for something to that's kind of similar without an actual sew along. All right. But once again, it's Vogue 1811. And the last pattern I picked up is Vogue 1982. Now, I'm not going to tell you why I picked this pattern up, but I have a couple of things coming up in the new year in 2024. I got to be put together for, so that's why I went ahead and picked this pattern up, okay? But it's Vogue 1982. It's an average to sew pattern, and you guys know this is one of the new patterns from the fall of this year, and I know many of the ladies are picking this pattern up, okay? Now, the only notion that you need for this pattern is 2 22-inch invisible zipper and a hook and eye closure if you use hook and eye. Now me, you guys know I'm gonna take that zipper all the way up to the top and make it do what it do. I don't use hook and eye hardly ever. So with that being said, I'm just gonna use 2 22-inch invisible zippers. All right, well that's it for all the patterns that I picked up during the pattern sale last weekend where we had MCCALL'S, KnowMe, and Vogue sales. MCCALL'S and KnowMe were on sale for $1.99. I picked up the new look for $2.79 and the Vogue patterns for $5.99. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. And since you made it this far, do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, also smash that notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So I'll catch you in the next video. And as always, keep sewing.